Hey everyone, Black Six from BZPower here at lovely Raleigh, North Carolina for the inaugural BrickUniverse 2015. There's a lot to see and do here, so let's go take a look. So here we are at the fan zone, which is where most of the MOCs or mocks, my own creations at BrickUniverse are being shown off. So let's take a quick tour around here. So we've got a few things brought by Jacob Ncaa. So these are a couple of hover cars with some nice custom sticker jobs. A lot of chrome parts. We've got this nice ship over here. So built for Shiptober 2013. Really like the color blocking there with the red, white, and blue color scheme. This won Best Sci-Fi at the event. Then we also have this nice CVF-104 aircraft carrier, which won Best Microscale. So if we take a look in here, you can see there's even a lower deck with some more planes in there. They look kind of like the Quinjets a little bit from the Avengers, so that's cool, although it's not a hover carrier. But if you wanted a hover carrier, all you have to do is go spend $350 at your local LEGO store. This is the Tron Solar Sailor, so apparently Jacob had a lot of the trans light blue here, and looks like Kevin Hinkle is along for the ride on the Solar Sailor. Definitely really like the color scheme here. Moving on, we've got some Froggy Rovers. So you can see each one of these ships has a frog. So we've got a trans green one there. We've got yellow and red and gray and silver and plain green and brown. It's like a chocolate frog. We don't know any chocolate frogs though. Now we've got a nice mosaic called Forest. I believe that's the name Jacob goes by online. So you can see if we go up here that it's actually popping out a bit. So it's really cool how he did that with the each of the letters at a different level. And then we've got another little mosaic here. Now we're at the GARC, which is, I believe, the Galactic Asteroid Rally Circuit. So it's kind of like a collaboration theme where people build different little micro-scale race ships, and then they put a collaborative display on together. So you can see a lot of these have awesome custom sticker jobs. Sometimes they use official LEGO stickers, sometimes they use custom ones or ones from non-LEGO things. It's okay, you know, you can do non-LEGO stuff every now and then. So lots of cool ships here racing through the circuit. You can see the gates using the insectoid wing pieces. Lots of cool stuff. We've got a VIP over here. I guess he gets to pay extra to be right on the sidelines watching the race, so that's pretty cool. Looks like that's cool. We got a little police racer making sure everyone stays in line. And then we've got what looks to be the finish line. So this guy using the nice Exoforce pieces looks like he's coming in first. Now we've got some stuff from the Barnicks, who you guys know as Liacheer and Ncaa. So Andrew has his nice CCBS Nui Rama that has some nice functions. Over here he has built some display things for the golden masks from 2015. Not quite as nice as the ones that they showed off the solid gold masks on, but they work really well, and I like the presentation. So Scott over here, Ncaa, has got some nice creations going on, as well as some artwork. So I don't think much of this is very new, so if you've been following him online and at some of the other conventions. You've probably seen most of this, but still some nice stuff. I think this one from the Elves line is pretty new, as is his nice Golly there. And as you can see, Golly's matching the same pose. And his Delwyn Buckler won the Best Small Creation. I really like the shapes he got there. Makes it look very organic and the nice part in the hair. All right, now we've got the Hammond family. So Joe has built this awesome diorama from the Marvel Civil War comics. So you can see here he actually has some frames from the books and has recreated this as kind of a comic book style thing, showcasing the events of the Civil War series. So if you look at it, each one is kind of its own comic frame, and the whole display is 2 pages of a comic book. And you can see there's different events going on from like the registration of the superheroes and then the war that breaks out afterwards. We've got Iron Man fighting Captain America. Who could have foreseen that coming, right? All the superheroes there. So lots of great detail, a huge amount of attention to detail in all these things. Makes for a great presentation. During the public hours, he had some music playing in there too, which definitely added to the effect. Now his son Cole here has made this Howling Commandos diorama, so from the old school Captain America. So you can see the roof comes off, and I got Indiana Jones, a little nice little Easter egg in there. Why does it have to be snakes? You see Captain America in there and some Hydra agents and the Howling Commandos coming to save the day from the Hydra compound in here. Lots of great little details. All right, so now we've got some stuff from Dave and Spencer Rollins. So we've got this nice little Empire Fitness vignette. You got a climbing wall for Boba Fett, treadmill for Stormtrooper, stationary bike for the Snowtrooper, and you've got the AT-AT driver and Darth Vader lifting weights. He's kind of cheating there. You can see he's using the Force to hold that up. Then we've got Attack on Hangar 10, nice little Star Wars diorama there with a lot of nice details. You can see Obi-Wan, General Grievous, lots of battle droids getting destroyed. And Spencer also made this really awesome Proto-Man using the Mixel joints. I really like how that came out and the shapes he managed to achieve there. Then we've got Tahu and the Protector of Fire. Then we've got his nice Kopaka revamp, getting a little bit into the Bionicle section here. So that's pretty cool. Got some more Bionicle creations here, all very nice. We can see that he bought something in a Lego store on Shop at Home, was able to get that awesome trans neon orange mask of fire there. I think this is probably my favorite of his. It's really got some really nice shapes here, and I really like the wings coming out. All right, now we're into some of the BZPower section. So these 4 mocks were made by Voxumo. Thanks for sending those in. Look really awesome. Definitely like the Viperex, which was in the Battle for the Gold Mask contest. All right, so now you can see we're in Bionilug. So if you're not a member of Bionilug, you can head over to the BZPower store and get a membership. So we have our own little display area here at BrickUniverse. So this mock was made by Chocolate Frogs, his little crab, and behind it we've got Toa Matau done in the CCBS by XCCJ. Got a nice little cowboy guy also done by Jason. Then a Toa Nuju Hordika revamp by Haxorus. And then we've got some ones done by some silly administrator of BZPower. We don't need to really talk about him too much. Nice little bird, and Tahu. Who hasn't seen a Tahu before? And then a nice little Bionicle socket color chart by Danny 316p, and a tornado. Bionicle steam engine, little M-Tron vehicle, not quite Bionicle in its entirety, but you can see it uses some Borak legs and some ball joints on there for the suspension, which is really cool. We've got the Fiddler. Forget what Jess is going by these days. It used to be Octodad. I think it's Lucina right now, so definitely a cool crab with the 2 different size claws. And then we've got some mocks by BFA Home. We've got the Nightmare Muppet, and I forget what that Toa is called offhand, but we've got a nice Nui Rama. And, ooh, who's this guy? Hapori Tohu. We've got a nice little pony and a bird. Coming up here, we've got Superman and Lex Luthor, done by Obsessionist. Always a fan favorite at these conventions because it moves. Looking over here, we've got the BZPower guest book. So if you come to many of the LEGO conventions where BZPower is displaying, we'll have this guest book on here so you can sign it and let us know that you visited. Hopefully you can meet up with us and say hi and talk for a little bit. Then we've got this awesome, I believe it's Toa Aroka by Click. That's actually a Matoran in there, and this thing opens up and the Matoran can come out. I can't demonstrate that since I'm holding my camera, but it's definitely really cool. So also by Click, we've got this Chroniclers Company, which features a nice little build that offers a lot of posability in these little guys, but still keeps them in a small size. And of course, Ncaa. And behind here from Giordion, we have a few mocks. I don't remember all their names offhand, but I really like some of the color schemes he's got here, and they're all nice and stable, which is very important when you're displaying mocks in a convention setting like this, because tables do tend to get bumped and knocked over, and you got to make sure that they don't fall down. All right, now we've got Enox, the Toa of Xenon. I think what this member's name is currently. I know it was Cupcake Steel at one point. Sorry, I don't remember your current name, Sam. And then we've got this awesome collaborative mosaic. Back up a little so we can fit the whole thing in frame. So this was done by several BZPower members. It was first on display at Bricks Cascade, and then we sent it across the country so it could be displayed here. Don't remember everyone who contributed. I believe among them were myself, Black 6, XCCJ, Danny316, Chocolate Frogs, Keiru, and maybe one or two other members. I'm sorry, I'm not remembering everyone. Along the bottom here, we've got some artwork that was submitted a little while back that we keep displaying because not everyone's seen it, and it looks really cool. And then we've got the Arcus Bear by Dalior. We've got some mocks here by Sean, who goes by, I believe, TFG1 Grimlock. Got a nice spider over here, and cool little warrior and this shark guy. We've got the C12 Assault Droid by Phantom Terror. This actually has a bang light in it that will light up, so if in some events there's a World of Lights event where they turn out the lights and let everyone see, so that will really show up there. Then we've got a few mocks by Makuta LaRocca, so some cool stuff over here. And probably the biggest mock in our Bionicle section right here. So I'm glad that Makuta LaRocca was here today briefly so he could help set that guy up, so make sure he stood up straight, since we're having some issues with that. Now, over here we've got a bunch of Bionicle mocks from Imatron, who helps run the Mask of Destiny site and is also a BZPower member, and he brought a lot of awesome creations. A lot of these have different functions that actually work, and if you see them in action, they're pretty cool. Some pretty basic guys. I like the little roller skates they've got. Lots of transparent there. Like this guy, for instance, you can put a Zammer sphere in the mouth and it will go through here, down through the arms and out, and then you can shoot them with a Zammer launcher. So that's a really interesting mechanism that he put together. Lots of other creations here. I think most of these can be found on Brickshelf if you want some more detailed pictures, and of course make sure you check out our full coverage of BrickUniverse to see all the pictures we've taken of all of these individual mocks. You can see that Gamma here won the Best Bionicle trophy. Definitely an impressive creation. I like the skull on the chest. Lots and lots of Bionicle. As you can see, Bionicle is actually a really prominent theme at this event. A little Easter bunny, almost in time for Easter. Bionicle is a really prominent theme at this event, though, like I was saying, and probably took up over 50% of the mock space here in the fan zone, because as you'll see, we're getting pretty close to the end. Alright, so here we've got a lot of custom minifigs by MGF. Had some nice chats with him. He's a huge Star Wars fan, but likes a lot of different things in here. So definitely some great minifigs. He custom paints and sculpts all of these, and they're not for sale. They're just custom ones for his benefit. You got some cool little vignettes there. Really like this castle wall with the vines growing up. And some cool spaceships inside of a castle. I really like the use of the Ncaa Speeders piece there. And then we've got this interesting piece here with the going from a 1x1 plate up to looks like about a 16x16 version of a 1x1 brick. And some more nice little vignettes, some more upscale Lego bricks. And we've got this interesting piece. I'm not sure what they're going for exactly, but it's definitely an interesting piece. It looks like there's some sort of water feature coming out of here and then down through the channel. And we've got, looks like some sort of oil rig. Moving on, so here are some mocks built by Grayson, who's actually the guy who's running BrickUniverse. He is 14 years old, but is running his own AFOL convention, so how does that make you feel about your life? I know I'm still very happy with my life and running BZPower and getting to put together videos like this for you guys and all sorts of fun stuff, interacting with the community. But it's very impressive that, so young, he's already running an event. And hopefully this event is successful for everyone and we get more of it next year. All right, and so with this, a couple little micro scale things, that's the end of the fan zone. So now we're at BKNY Bricks by Jonathan Lopes. So he is a Lego artist and has some pretty great models, starting with this lion in a suit. Very interesting, very tall. Not sure how well it shows, but it is at least 5 feet tall, so very impressive model. Interesting design. Moving on, Jonathan's made a lot of buildings here. So this is a Brooklyn Firehouse. And then a Bronx Firehouse for the Fire Department of New York. And another firehouse. This one is from Clovis, California. Like the curved roof there and the two little engines out front. Here's another firehouse from Haverhill, Massachusetts. Pretty cool. And then another Brooklyn Firehouse. And finally, the Portland, Oregon Firehouse, which won Best Vignette. And now he made this awesome Manhattan Bridge, which won the best overall creation. You can see this mock is about at least 8 feet long, a couple of feet high, and has a lot of great detail. You can see there's some cars going over it. Maybe you can't see from so far away. So let's get a little closer. You can see you got a little purple car there and a fire engine, which he seems to like, and some really cool things. So definitely mock worthy of best overall creation at this event. Now we've got another building from Brooklyn. I like the fire escape details added on there. Here's a little ice cream parlor from New York. You can see a lot of these are based out of New York City, I believe, which is where he is located, so that makes sense. A little garden supply shop. Pool hall. And the Coronado, California building, so not based in New York, but pretty cool. I like the little shrubberies there on the sidewalk. Now we've got a San Francisco corner building. Lots of nice detail. I really like the corner apartments or corner windows there, how it's at an angle from the rest of the building. It looks really cool. I've got Atlantic Ave in Brooklyn, so he's got 4 different buildings here, all together with a sidewalk. I like the little post office box there. Manny's Auto from Portland, Oregon. Really cool. Another building from Brooklyn. another corner building. Again, he does the cool thing with the corner kind of being at an angle from the rest, which isn't always an easy feat in Lego. Finally, Jonathan has some cool mosaics. So looking at these from a distance, you can tell what they are, but when you look at them up close, you can see he's actually reversed some of the bricks or plates there, so you can see the bottom of them, which adds some unique texture and a really cool effect. And then, but some parts, like the vase, are actually studs up buildings, so it makes for a really cool effect overall and some nice texture that you don't see in a lot of mosaics. Here's some bamboo and a tree. And this is similar to the first one, but done in grayscale, so that's pretty cool. And then another flower piece. So that's all for Jonathan Lopes. Definitely some great buildings. Definitely worthy, I think, of the special showcase he got at BrickUniverse. Alright, last up for fan creations, we've got Burke Model Design by Jason Burke. So this is actually, he runs a little business, so you can buy some of creations that he makes or do custom commissions. So let's take a look and see what he's got. So March Madness is going on right now, but over a decade ago, Jason built this NCAA Final Four from San Antonio sign. Lots of cool details here. Here is PNC Park made out of Lego bricks. So a lot of his creations aren't necessarily purists. You'll see some painted pieces, or in the case of the PNC Park, you can see the field is not Lego. But definitely still is able to capture a lot of detail and really make it look like the stadium itself. Here we've got Heinz Field, where the Pittsburgh Steelers play. Got all the stadium seating in there, and you can see the football field in there, ready for the Steelers to come in and try to win another Super Bowl. Here we've got a map of the U.S., all the different states represented. Obviously Alaska and Hawaii aren't quite where they belong, but you can pick out, find the state you live in, because they are indeed all there. Here we've got a nice lamp and a couple little potted plants. I guess the nice thing about having some Lego potted plants is you don't have to worry about watering them or giving them fertilizer or anything. You just have to dust them off every once in a while. And the lamp, as you can see by the electrical cord on the back, actually works. Here we've got a nice table, bright orange, so if that's your color, that's cool. Functional as well as fun, made out of Lego bricks. And finally, we've got a couple smaller models. We've got the NBA logo, American flag, and a little chess set. So using the 2x2 jumper plates, makes it nice and easy to make a chess set that's playable and displayable. So that's it for the fan creations. Thanks for tuning in.